Believe it or not, that girl apparently is calling the cops.
Right here and the camera. You see the cameras there? Look.
What camera?
Look.
Yeah,
Cameras
that's
right there. Camera.
Little dog.
And right here. That's it there. We can see right.
People can call the cops.
Don't
Oh,
worry.
wait.
They're trying to make me think,
You were right there doing
oh, that's a
nothing.
trans
Okay.
person
Okay,
possibly.
you're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret doing
They're trying to make me think that I'm a dog and a trans person, just like I told you. I couldn't tell.
Don't worry, they have your plate.
Now I can tell, but hey, I don't want to be offensive. If you're trans, I don't want to offend anyone, even if it's them, because that's not a good example, I guess. But hey, I mean, don't want to offend people who work for and are demons, right? It might be mean, might offend the demon monsters trying to torture our children and make them all gay and trans and confused, and then put them to war in World War III and make it be like Brave New World. Don't want to offend those people, right? When I say that, I'm being rhetorical. You ever seen like people like The Amazing Atheist and people like Penguins on Penguino on the internet, and some people like that where they talk for other people, like a simulated conversation or they'll talk as if they're another person, but use like weird, strange types of humors. They want me to think that if I'm a dog and a trans person, I could drive my own car or drive my own simulation or be the president. Do you see the other video where there was a dead? I'll show you. If you want proof of what I'm saying on the videos, where I talk about other videos on one video, then just ask. If my comments are getting erased. You don't think the Illuminati want to erase comments? I mean, they erase my comments on stuff. So I don't see why they wouldn't do it to you guys. Like I said, I will never completely 100% reveal myself to anyone. Even if I was being like tortured or something. God works the way that God works. And if you match that up with all the other stuff I'm talking about, where there's been at least 3 or 4 times where I'll see a dog in a baby carriage, and it's always at specific times. The dog near the woman's makeup aisle and the jewelry, the time there was the Valentine's things, and it was like, you know, this kind of red. There was red ones everywhere. And then there was this one that said good vibes, and one that was like about a dog, just a dog on it. And then it's like a bunch of other stuff they do too. I don't know. This one's right after that video. This happens like day by day. It's one of those things where if they keep doing it, it'll make it look like it's normal. If they stop doing it, it'll make it look like it wasn't normal at all, and it really was them, and that once I started videotaping them, it's like they're caught now. It's like blackmail. If they keep giving me evidence and do it everywhere, maybe everyone will think that it's normal. If they don't do it everywhere, then it won't look normal. And if they stop doing it, it'll look like they got caught and stopped doing it. I'm literally blackmailing, hypnotizing, using psychological tactics, reverse psychology, weird, strange experimental psychology and tactics that doesn't even really make sense as much as people think. Well, other than to me, because people won't understand that it makes sense. Even when I sound delusional, even if I sound psychotic, schizophrenic, whatever mental illness you want to put on it. Like one guy said, when I commented on YouTube talking about, like, I just said something about Jesus. I didn't really talk about the videos or anything. He just said, you should take your meds. So if someone talks about Jesus, you want to tell them to take their meds, and you don't believe that Satan's not in, I don't want to say in charge of anything. They're in charge of going to hell. I mean, and right in here, right when I turn around, I said Satan's in charge of going to hell. There's a girl with red hair in the passenger seat, because they want me to think, oh no, I'm only being in the passenger seat, but I'll get to have, I swear to God, they actually want me to think like this. Where they want me to think I'll have to be a lesbian. And then there's 2 old ladies over there. They're obsessed with with green shirts. No, they know I'll look over there. They know I'm standing here. I time them out and they time me out. I say me. And earlier, I kept trying to match up whenever I say me with little girls or dogs, and then sometimes I'll match up when I say them with girls or dogs and stuff like that. And no, but a human would not know how the hell I'm doing that. They would not know how I'm matching up like that if you really heard my conversation. And then today I said me, and then it was a big old guy. And then this time I said me, and I know the camera wasn't tilted out because I'm looking all different ways while the camera's just in one direction, or whatever direction. I don't know. If you heard my videos, you would definitely know that I'm like an alien recording it, because you would not know how I'm making it match up like that every single time. Whenever I say I'm going to make it match up like it, I do. You would know that it's my matrix right over there. It said JDB and JDB right next to each other, like this license plate and that license plate. But over there, not with these cars though. And then I saw a license plate that said JC over there. And then another one drove by and said JC. I drove over there on my bike. And then right here, it said JC. And I looked behind me, it said I'm. And I said, it's my job to say I'm Jesus Christ. Because I also saw another license plate a couple seconds before that said I'm. So I'm Jesus, job. All in this vicinity, a bunch of license plates that say, ABT, among other letters and numbers, just so you don't think that it just said that. But I mean, I'll do weird stuff where I'll say me or I'm, and right when I look next to me, it'll say like JC on like a cup. Like I communicate with people using the actual environment. Like one time I was talking to Lucifer, and like I said, they could talk telepathically to me. They're aliens, demons, and I said, I'm really trying to help you. And then right when I looked behind me, there was a truck that was like this, and imagine it said you here and some other letters, but the trees blocked out like that. Like there was another time where I was sitting down, and there was a tree where it said Sia, like a ambrosia, but there's a tree, and where you can only see where it says Sia, and C means resurrection. It was one of the first days I got back. Believe it or not, Hayden Lonsdale was the precursor to Jesus Christ. Look up online what a precursor is. Like a biological bootloader to Jesus Christ. Look up Elon Musk. Simulation theory. I can prove that it's mine. I just need to get in contact with the government who's working with demonic aliens. They're not gay, they're not trans. They want to make the world gay and trans and then have them be innocent, and then they want to have a war start and have innocent people have to fight. That's all they want. They want it to be like a brave new world. They want to have it a brave new world where there's like however many countries fighting, and then it's just constant perpetual war. So yeah, I mean, like I said, that I don't think that, no, it's not the same woman, I don't think, but still. Oh, it happens to be a dog right there. They know I'm coming here, Taco Bell. They know I talk about the Taco Bell and the Illuminati. They think, you ever see the commercials about the new breakfast order? The new morning order? And the packets here, believe it or not, were meant, I made them before I got here, as God, before he had a son, if that makes sense, to talk to Hayden, where I would say all these creepy stuff to him. He thought it was me talking to him. And a specific algorithm. Same thing with Wendy's, the menu. I wanted to make sure Hayden would do anything for me, and also I knew that they would be trying to make him to a girl and all that weird stuff, so I wanted him to think it came from me, so that he wouldn't think of them and betray me for them. At the same time as when I got back, it's a trick and a trap for Lucifer to tell the government. There's like Annie with red hair, Annie in Community, Shirley Temple, a big black girl, little girl with red hair. Dance Macabre, the song, it's a picture of a girl, Godsmack, Moon Baby, all of red hair. It's so they can go and tell the government that I'm really supposed to be a girl and all this and that, and then I can say, nope, you're all caught. It's a trick that only evil demons will fall for. And there's actually people in the government, believe it or not, that are humans that fell for it. Oh, look, and there's a girl with red hair right there. Now they're that girl. Now they get to be treated like little girls and dogs. They get to be Kiki. They wanted to make Hayden Lonsdale get molested and call him Kiki and do all this weird sick stuff to him, make him do pup play. Now, when the government dies, they get to have that happen to them forever and ever and ever and ever. And they fell for it, because they would rather not talk. Like the movie Helen Keller, about a 7-year-old, God's favorite number, 37, 73, 777. And Helen Keller in the movie, The Miracle Worker, has red hair, and the miracle worker is named Annie, and she wears them glasses like Morpheus, right around the time I was talking about Morpheus and saying I'm like Morpheus. And they all fell for it. These people in the government, they actually don't want to call me. They don't want to talk to me. They don't want to stop working with demon monsters, and I don't know why. Because they won't talk to me. They expect me to just be God all the time. And I know it sounds crazy, but believe it or not, I'm the son of God. And God said that if you don't love me, you don't love him. And if you don't love me and talk to me and listen to me and follow my orders, you burn in hell. Only if you know about me. And he will know who knows and who doesn't. He will know who truly believes in my evidence, who doesn't. If someone saw my evidence and just truly thinks it's not real, that's one thing. And I know I misspoke on that and said no, it's not real, but that's the thing, is they think they know it's not real. Sometimes, some of them actually think my evidence doesn't make sense, and that's coming from the demon monsters instead, because they have technology to do that. I know it sounds fucking crazy, but like, even that's more normal, kind of. But it's like I said, I'll literally see gloves everywhere. Did you see the video I made where there was a guy with a glove? And by the way, it should be self-explanatory that my evidence is real. I'm trying to make them, I timed it out so I can say my evidence is real. At the same time, they're taking out the trash. So they feel like they're taking out the trash because they're technically giving me evidence in return for hoping that I will become a little girl or dog based on the way I match it up. And then in turn, I get to turn them into little girl dog kikis. Believe it or not.